Hey everybody, Frэнk Kern here, and in this video I'm going to show you a super simple Facebook ad strategy that just flat out works. So let's get started. There are 3 stages of running Facebook ads. I'm going to show you what the stages are, and then I'll walk you through all 3 of them. Stage 1 is called planting, stage 2 is called pruning, and stage 3 is called scaling. All right, so I'm going to walk you through all 3 of those individually, but before I do, we need to also know that there are really 3 main components that factor in the success of any Facebook ads. Component number 1 is your audience, who you're showing the ad to. Component number 2 is the image, what's the picture or the video that you're using in the ad, and component number 3 is the copy, what's the ad say. So if you look at this little example over here on your right, you can see that we got this image of me standing in front of a flip chart and stuff, and then we've got some copy, and hey, that picture might pull better than a picture of me, say, juggling a cat or something like that, and the copy might work better than a copy of me talking about something else. And if I show it to Tony Robbins fans, it might do better than if I show it to, I don't know, Newt Gingrich fans or something like that, right? So image, audience, and copy. Those are your 3 big components. So with all that said, we really have 2 ways to try to get Facebook to work. Number 1 is the hard way. And this is the way most people do it. We try to figure it out ourselves. And here's what I mean. Most people, they'll choose one super targeted audience, right? They'll be like, okay, I'm going to run my ad to men who like internet marketing, and they're between the ages of 35 and 55, and they make $100,000 a year, right? And it's like a really small, ultra-targeted audience, and logic dictates that would be pretty smart, right? And then they create like one ad for that audience. It's perfect. They slave over the ad. They're like, I'm going to use this picture because it's awesome, and I'm going to write this copy, and this is going to be great. And then, boom, they spend their entire ad budget testing that ad, and they're like, okay, come on, baby, and then it totally sucks, right? Like nothing really good happens. It doesn't make any money or whatever. And that's totally common. And the reason it happens is because you try to do it all yourself, right? And that's where we're going wrong, because the trick is to let Facebook do all the work. See, Facebook has spent, God knows, probably literally tens of millions of dollars on their algorithm. That's the little computer program that actually tells Facebook who to show your ads to. So when you tell Facebook that you're running an ad and you want that ad to sell something, their algorithm, if given enough time, can actually go and look and see all the people who are clicking, all the people who are reading, all the people who are buying or whatever, and they'll only start showing ads to just those people. So if we want to make that happen and let Facebook's multi-gazillion dollar investment in that algorithm actually work for us, we need to understand how these 3 stages of ads work. Now remember, I said there's planting, pruning, and scaling. Let me walk you through them. So the way we do it right is in the planting phase, instead of taking like one little tiny audience and running one ad to them, we choose multiple audiences. So in this example, let's say instead of choosing that like one audience of men who like internet marketing between the ages of 35 and 55 that make $100,000 a year, we might have one big audience of people who like Tony Robbins, another great big audience of people who like Brendon Burchard, another great big audience of people who just like online advertising, etc., right? Now, instead of showing those people just one ad, we show them ads with different images and different copy angles. And instead of spending all of our test budget on just one ad to one audience, we break it up. So let me give you an example. Let's say we chose Brendon Burchard followers as one audience we wanted to test, right? Because he's got a gazillion fans, etc. Might seem like a pretty good idea. And so now we're, instead of showing just one ad, we're going to take one ad that's got one image, and notice it has one copy angle. So see there at the bottom says, read this if you want more clients. And then we'll create another ad just like it. It's just going to have a different image in there, same copy angle. That's going to say, read this if you want more clients. And we'll do the same thing with a couple more images. And then we would take, let's say, everyone who follows Tony Robbins, and we would turn them into an audience. And we would show them one ad. And notice that ad's got some copy. It's got that copy angle. Get clients without trying too hard, right? And it's got one image in there. And now we'll show them another ad. It's got the exact same copy, just a different image, right? We might do that a couple more times. Then we do the same thing with people who are interested in online marketing. We'd show them one ad. It's got this image right here. And here are the 4 ways to get clients. So that's one copy angle. And then we'd show them the same ad, but just a slightly different image, same copy angle. And we do that a couple more times. We do the same thing with everyone who is interested in social media marketing. We'd say, okay, here's one ad. It's got one image. It's a copy angle on this one is stop chasing clients. And then we do the exact same ad, same copy angle. We would just change the image a little bit, right? And so that's how we would do that. So instead of spending all our money in one audience and one ad, we just divide our test budget up between all these different ads, see? And what's going to happen is Facebook's algorithm is going to run all this stuff. It's going to basically throw all these ads against the wall, but with some sort of scientific mathematical process, however their algorithm works. And at the end of the day, some of the stuff is going to work and some of it's not. And that leads leads us to the second stage, which is called pruning. So what happens in pruning is we give it a couple days, and then we take a look and we say, okay, let's take a look here. Maybe this Brendan Burchard ad group's right here. The one picture of us in front of the plane over there on the left, that didn't work. But the one with me standing there and the picture of the book with a red circle around it, that worked pretty good, so we're going to keep that one. Then we might say, well, all the ones under Tony Robbins stuff work, so we're going to keep all of those ads. Those work pretty good. And then we might say, okay, none of the stuff in the online marketing audience works, so we're just not going to run those anymore. And then we might say, well, under social media marketing, the one with me standing there with my hand in my pockets, that didn't work too well, but the one with the exact same image but just a little bit different, that worked pretty good, so we're going to keep that one, right? So now at the end of that phase, we started with a bunch of stuff. We basically threw it against the wall. Facebook algorithm did all the work, and it said, okay, these work, a couple of these work, most of them didn't, that's fine. Now our job is to take the ones that worked and expand them. So here's what's left over, right? We have one ad for Brendan's people. We got two ads that work to the Tony Robbins audience, and we got one ad that worked to social media marketing. So now what we do is we start scaling these ads. We start adding more to the budgets of the ones that are already working. See, we spent a little bit of money testing, let Facebook tell us what was going to work, and now it's just time to scale those up. So if you want to learn how to do this, this is literally exactly what we do in our office to start very, very small and get up to where we're spending $3,000 to $5,000 per day and doing so at a profit consistently. So if getting customers from Facebook ads sounds like something that you want to do, then my new training called Beginner's Luck is absolutely for you. Now, I got a good surprise for you. I'm willing to give you this class completely free. But before I explain that, let me tell you what the class is going to do for you. So in part one of the class, we go over this planting stage in great detail. I'm going to show you how to choose the audiences that are probably going to win. Of course, you never know until you test, but hey, we might as well know how to choose the ones that are most likely going to win before we even get started, right? So I'll show you how to do that. Then remember I told you we had all those ad angles that we like to use? Well, I use a template for each one. There's basically 4 different copy angles that we use here, and I've created templates for them, and I'll show you those templates and frameworks so you can model your ads after the angles that are working for us. Now finally, I'll also show you how to get images fast. All of our images are pretty much homemade. Most of the images that work for me are ones I take with my iPhone. So I'll explain the idea of aspirational native images. This is a discovery we made, the type of pictures that really, really seem to be working the best. And I'll show you how you can create and upload all of these new ads that you're going to be testing all at once using one simple tool that you can access for free. Now, that might not sound that cool. You're like, well, it's just some ads, right? But guess what? What you're going to learn in this planting stage is how to create 254 different ads that are all going to be tested at once. Check this out. This is actually a screenshot from the class. This is what your campaign structure is going to look like. Now, don't worry. You don't have to sit down and write 254 different ads. Like I said, you're going to create one template one time for each copy angle, and then you're going to press a button, and it's going to do all this other stuff for you automatically using the tool that I told you about. But doesn't this seem a lot more likely to get the one that's working for you than just like trying one ad at a time and banging your head against the wall? Of course, right? Now, so we know that all of these 200-something ads aren't going to work, which leads us to the next stage, right? The next stage is called pruning. So in the pruning process, what we're going to do is we're going to, know how to minimize the risk from ads that don't work so you won't lose your shirt, because you got to be wondering, right? Like, oh my gosh, dude, 264 ads, that's going to cost a fortune. Well, it won't. As a matter of fact, I don't want you to spend any more money than you would normally spend testing your Facebook ads. So you can still do this, and you should still start this on a very, very small budget. But even with that said, there's going to be a strategy that you can use to minimize the risk of the ads that don't work actually costing you money, which of course is going to maximize your likelihood of being able to turn a profit. Plus, you're going to learn how to identify the ads that have the most profit potential, and you're going to know how to kill the ads that aren't making you money, and you're going to know when you should turn them off. Because, hey, listen, sometimes it looks like the ad's going to fail, and then the very next day, everything turns around and you have a winner. So it's all in the timing, and you're going to know how to do that timing. So in the pruning phase, just like I showed you earlier, you're going to see all these different ads, you're going to know the numbers, I'm going to show you the metrics to look for, and you're going to get rid of the ones that aren't working, and we're going to maximize the ones that are working, which leads us to the next part, which is scaling, right? Once you find some ads that are working, now it's time to turn on the heat. That's why we spend $3,000 to $5,000 a day on Facebook ads, and we get that money back in the form of profit, right? It's not a gamble for us. We already know the ads work before we make that type of investment because we do all the stuff I just showed you. So you're going to learn how to take the ads that are profitable and then make them even more profitable. See, here's what's really cool about this training is that during this training, I literally create campaigns from scratch right there on camera. I named it Beginner's Luck because a couple of reasons. Number one, I made it specifically for people who've never really had luck on Facebook before, who are kind of overwhelmed by the whole thing. And number two, damn if it wasn't profitable. So I literally filmed every single part of the campaign creation, and I shot videos every day for 2 weeks after I made the campaigns, and it ended up being profitable. So I caught the entire thing on camera. That's why I called it luck. I was like, I can't believe the luck I had while I was filming this thing. So I filmed the training. Literally, you see me creating campaigns from scratch, and then you see how they play out in real time. Like every single day, I give you a little 5-minute update, like, okay, it's day number 3 of the test during the planting phase, and here's where we are. And you can see as we're actually getting sales, and you can see the ad costs versus the profit and all that. And you'll see the ones that turn a profit, and you'll see the ones that don't. And then you'll see me prune the bad ones, and then you'll see how I scale the good ones. And literally, this is the exact process we use right here in my business to start with an idea, and then start with a very small test budget, and then scale that to a potentially huge business. And I have never, ever offered this training to the public before. I specifically created this for my inner circle members. It's never been sold. And look, I tell you right now, you probably know this already. Most Facebook big shots, they charge $10,000 for this type of training. And I'll tell you one thing, it's totally worth it, right? Of course, it would make me sound smart if I was like, those guys don't know what they're talking about. But you know what? They do. And the trainings are worth $10,000 because it's worth way more than that long term to be able to profitably run Facebook ads to acquire new customers. But I'm not going to charge you $10,000 for this training. In fact, I'm not going to charge you any money for this training. Instead, I'm going to give it for you for absolutely free. So you're probably wondering why. And the reason is this is a flat out blatant bribe to get you to try my brand new coaching program called the Frank Kern Inner Circle. And what the Inner Circle is an ongoing way that I can help you personally and support you in making more money. And here's how we do it. Every other week, I give you live video conferences with me personally. This is where you can get your site reviewed by me personally. I can help you with your offer. If you need your copy, I can help you tweak it. We can fix that headline. We can fix those low conversions. If you got a question about your sales process, we can fix it together. Really anything you need, we do it together, and we do this live, and we do it every other week. In addition to that, we also give you implementation workshops, and we do that live as well, and that's every single Tuesday. And what this means is we help you get your funnels done. So if you need help with automation and funnels, we do that with you live every single Tuesday. If you need help getting web pages to look cool or to work right, we do that with you live every single Tuesday. If you want to learn how to run automated webinars, we do that for you. If you need help with your automation, basically any tech stuff, any implementation stuff, we help you through it live every single Tuesday. On top of that, every Friday, we give you Facebook ads workshops. Listen, you know that Facebook's always changing, like constantly. And that's why we do this for you every single Friday, and we do it live. Like I said, it's every Friday. It's called Facebook Friday. And what we help you with is we help you set up your campaigns. We help you find the perfect people to target. We help you with your ad copy. We help you create video ads. We help you with your images. Anything you need help with that's related to running traffic on Facebook, we help you do that every single Friday, and we help you do it live. But you know what? That's literally just the tip of the iceberg, because on top of that, every single month, I send you special sealed envelopes containing eyes-only documents called Get Money Now. And Get Money Now is a fully deployable marketing campaign in a box. In there, you get blueprints and process maps walking you through how to implement the campaign that I give you. Plus, you get videos of me personally showing you how to use it. And you get templates of the swipe files for all the copy, all the emails, all the sales letters, all the videos, every single thing. You get it all. So essentially what this is me just handing you a done-for-you marketing campaign that you can modify to suit your business, plug it in, and let it rip for the month and see what happens. But on top of that, I'm also sending you a newsletter in the mail every single month as well. And this newsletter is basically a market research report. It reveals the results of the massive tests I'm running every single month, showing you exactly what's working right now, show you how I'm creating extra revenue in the business, where the new traffic sources are, and more. It's like an up-to-the-minute field report sent from the front lines of the cutting edge of internet marketing. You'll be looking over my shoulder as I test new offers, create new campaigns, write new ads, new sales letters, and essentially grow money. It's like getting a call from me personally every month, giving you a behind-the-scenes rundown of everything that's making the most money right now, and then showing you how to model it in your business fast. And to really make this helpful, I'm also giving you videos of me personally going over all of that month's discoveries with you right there in the newsletter. Look, the only other way you could have access to this type of information would be if you worked in my office shoulder to shoulder with me every day. So you're probably wondering about the cost. Well, look, as a member, you get everything. The live video conferences with me personally, the Get Money Now campaign in a box, the Look Over My Shoulder newsletter, the confidential videos where I personally help you implement everything, the implementation workshops every single Tuesday, the Facebook Fridays every single Friday live. You get all of that for just $3.97 a month. And look, there's no contract. You can cancel anytime. So if it's not for you, no problem. Just let us know and you can cancel. But you can still keep all of the gifts for free. So that entire Facebook training class where you get to look over my shoulder as I literally start from scratch and create profitable ad campaigns and show you how to model what I'm doing, you get to keep that anyway, absolutely free if you decide that membership isn't for you. Now, let's talk about those membership dues. Like I said, it's just $3.97 a month, and no, it's not prohibitively expensive, but it is enough to keep the freebie-seeking chuckleheads at bay. But for the right person, I think membership should pay you. I mean, think about this. Would it be worth $3.97 to have me create a marketing campaign for your business this month? Well, a lot of people used to pay me $9,750 every single month to do the same thing when I was in consulting. I mean, look, don't you think that if you deployed a campaign that I created, you get a positive return on that investment? Hey, if you're like most people, you'd tell me that you probably pay for your membership several years over just with the proceeds from that one campaign. You'd probably tell me that everything else after that one campaign would be gravy. And that's why I'm doing this. That's why every single month I send you a complete marketing campaign in a box, because I want to make this an absolute no-brainer for you. And plus, look, I like to win. So when you deploy my campaigns and they work, I get a lot of pride when you tell me how well they worked. Hey, think about it this way. Would it be worth $3.97 for you to come spend an entire month looking over my shoulder, having me walk you through every email, every ad, every sales letter, personally showing you what's working best and helping you deploy it in your business? Well, the newsletters and the videos I mail to you every single month are meant to give you that exact same experience. And here's something else to consider. Would it be worth $3.97 to jump online with me twice a month and have me review your marketing materials? Well, that's what we do in the live video conferences every other Wednesday. And plus, on top of that, you can see what your fellow members are doing and get ideas from what's working for them as well. Hey, look, would it be worth $397 to have a world-class Facebook ad agency CEO show you how to get customers from Facebook ads? That's who conducts our Facebook Fridays. The person who conducts Facebook Fridays is someone that I flat out stole from one of the fastest growing 8-figure fitness franchises on the planet. He used to run all of their Facebook ads, but I offered a small fortune to get him to work for us exclusively. And you get exclusive access to this individual every single Friday live. Look, as you probably know, plenty of services out there charge $10,000 per month just for this type of access, just for the Facebook stuff alone. But you get it every single Friday included as a member. Listen, if any of those scenarios sound like they might be valuable to you, then this is an absolute no-brainer. And that's why you should accept my bribe and become a member right now. Look, there's no contract and you can cancel anytime. Plus, you can keep this brand new Facebook class I just created absolutely free. And you know what? I want to point something out. Here's something interesting about the cost of this membership. If you do the math, it's just $13.05 a day. Now look, I did a search on Google for, hey, what can you buy for $13.05? Swear to God, this was on there. The most compelling thing I found was that you can buy 1,305 Tootsie Rolls at a school cafeteria. Seriously, I literally found that. It was on Yahoo Answers. Now, which would you rather have? Would you rather have 1,305 Tootsie Rolls and the enormous dental bill that follows, or a ready-to-go marketing campaign created by me personally that you can just plug into your business and see what happens? Hey, let's face it, okay? $13.05 is not going to change your life. Like if you went out and you spent $13.05 on something else today, it's really not going to matter to you. That is not a significant sum of money. But hey, the work that we do together as a member can literally change your business. And as a result of that, it can change your life. So I want you to accept my generous bribe right now and become a member. When you do, you'll be part of an incredible small group of high-performance performers across all types of industries that share valuable information that the rest of the world just never discovers. You're going to discover the latest cutting-edge marketing strategies and tactics before your competitors ever know what hit them, if they ever even discover these things in the first place. And you'll be able to take fresh, new campaigns that are created by me and tested by me personally and plug them into your business every single month. And on top of that, you get to connect with me personally and your fellow members every other week live on video conferences so you can get the help and the guidance and, most importantly, the focus that you need. Listen, won't you accept my offer and become a member today? Look, like I said, you're not under any sort of obligation whatsoever to remain a member. You can cancel at any time, and you can still keep that entire Facebook training class for free. So I want you to click on the button below this video, get enrolled as a member, and I look forward to seeing you live on these video conferences as soon as possible. Thanks so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you soon.